Hello, I'm Gavin Jeter with Abley, and today we're going to be talking about the safe system approach. On my right is Paul Durdin. He's a professional engineer and a technical director at Abley. He's worked in the United States, in Canada, in Australia, and in New Zealand. And to my left is Dr. Shane Turner. He's also a technical director at Abley. He's a professional engineer with experience in the United States, in Canada, in Brunei, Indonesia, Fiji, Australia, and New Zealand. So, gentlemen, it's an approach, a philosophy, or something else. What is this thing called the safe system? And as a road safety practitioner, why do I care? Paul?
Yeah, good question, Gavin. So the safe system is an ethical philosophy towards road safety that essentially says it's unacceptable that anyone should die or be seriously injured on our roads. It's founded on 4 key principles. First one is that humans make mistakes. We all make mistakes, right? And that extends out onto the road networks that we use on a daily basis. The second one is that humans are particularly vulnerable to being killed or seriously injured, especially as the forces rise in a collision. Thirdly, it's all about sharing responsibility. So it's no longer simply just a case of the road user needing to take ultimate responsibility for their own safety on the road network. Right. It's also an underlying premise that the system designers and those that operate the system also have that responsibility, that shared responsibility.
And so does it take vehicles into approach as well?
Yes, it certainly takes vehicles. It takes the road design, it takes the speeds that we set so that they're safe and appropriate, it's the vehicles, it's enforcement, it's compliant road use, it's all aspects of the system. And that's actually the 4th principle as well, which is that we need all of those components to be working together to create that ultimately safe environment.
Yeah, interesting. And so what does this replace?
Well, the traditional approach really focused a lot on victim blaming and the driver behaviour. Yet we know that over 50% of fatal crashes and around 3/4 of serious injury crashes are a result of people just making mistakes rather than intentionally breaking rules.
I see.
So the safe system looks more generally at not just behaviour, but looks at the design of the roads, designs of the vehicles in a lot more detail and puts a lot more emphasis on that part of the system.
Interesting.
The other thing is that it focuses more on the fatal and serious crashes, the trauma crashes, and that those, rather than the more minor crashes, which we used to focus also a lot on. And indeed, even if we have minor crashes, maybe the result of putting in a safety barrier to prevent a fatal or serious crash, then generally we're comfortable still with that, as long as it prevented that death or that serious injury.
So it's all about reducing those deaths and serious injuries.
Yes, it's all about that.
Interesting. And so where is this applied? Is it just in one region of the world?
So the approach originally came out of Sweden, and it's been adopted globally. More than 100 countries have adopted the safe system approach, embraced it, and embedded it into their strategies, policies, and just their overall policies and procedures for addressing road safety as an issue.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, thank you, gentlemen. It's great getting an intro to the safe system approach with you today.
You're welcome.